Both in our textbook and in our previous video, we learned that the moon has no atmosphere and is just a barren surface. If there's no atmosphere, there's no possibility of rain either. Then how do people say that there is water on the moon? From the 1960s to the 1970s, NASA launched several Apollo missions to explore the moon, and they were successful. When the Apollo astronauts returned to Earth, they brought back samples of lunar soil from the moon's surface. After analyzing these samples, scientists concluded that the soil was completely dry and contained no water molecules. Based on those findings, the research was closed, and that's why our textbook stated that there is no water on the moon. However, as technology advanced, this conclusion changed. Using advanced telescopes and modern instruments to study the moon's surface, scientists discovered that water exists there in the form of frozen ice. But as I mentioned a little while ago, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. So how can water molecules be present there? To explain this, scientists have proposed a few theories about how water might have reached the moon. The theory that I find the most convincing is this: when the Earth and the moon were forming, countless asteroids and meteoroids continuously collided with both of them. Some of those asteroids contained a significant amount of water. When they struck the moon, the water became trapped within the lunar surface. Over billions of years, it remained there and eventually froze into ice. But wait, if the moon has no thick atmosphere to block the sun, why didn't the harsh sunlight just melt all that asteroid ice and vaporize it into deep space? This is where the story gets wild. Because the moon barely tilts on its axis as it orbits, the sun always hits its poles from the side. This means the inside walls of deep, jagged craters at the north and south poles never see a single ray of sunlight. They are called permanently shadowed regions, or PSRs. Inside these cosmic shadows, temperatures drop to a brutal -250 degrees Fahrenheit. If an asteroid strikes the moon and kicks up water vapor, that vapor drifts around until it lands inside one of these dark craters. The moment it hits the shadow, it instantly freezes into ice as hard as rock. It acts like a cosmic freezer, trapping the water perfectly for over 3 billion years. And the mystery doesn't end there. A breakthrough study published just months ago in April 2026 analyzed data from India's Chandrayaan mission and revealed something scientists never expected. The vast majority of this ice isn't just sitting on top of the dirt. There is actually 5 to 8 times more ice buried safely underneath the lunar soil than there is on the surface. Even crazier, the data shows the moon's north pole actually holds twice as much ice as the south pole. So, why are space agencies like NASA and China fighting so hard to get to these dark craters right now? Because water isn't just for drinking. If you zap lunar ice with electricity, you split it into hydrogen and oxygen, which is the exact chemical recipe for liquid rocket fuel. The moon is no longer just a barren rock in the sky. It is the solar system's first interstellar gas station, and the key to humanity reaching Mars.